Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another third-party, unlicensed unboxing and review. Now today, we're going to be taking a look at something a little bit different. You're probably thinking to yourself right about now, Justin, this isn't a figure, this is just a generic 1/6 scale body. Yes, you might be right, keen-eyed viewer. However, there is one key thing that is very different about this body right here, and it comes down to this hole in the center of the chest, but we'll get to that in just a second. Now, I personally picked up mine from toyswonderland.com. This is in fact a third-party unlicensed body that is meant to replicate the look of a Hot Toys body with an arc reactor in the center. There are a bunch of different arc reactors for this set, and you'll see them throughout the course of this video. However, this is made by a company that doesn't hold the licensing rights to the intellectual property of course, Iron Man and Marvel Studios. So just bear that in mind if you're purchasing this release. I paid for this with my own money. It's just a review of a product that's available on the open market. I have included the link in the description below just for your reference. Now, if you're down there, why not hit the subscribe and bell notification icon so you're notified as soon as brand new Hot Toys or indeed third-party content goes live on the channel. Now, let's take a look at this body. So yes, it's just a generic 1/6 scale body. It does feel a little higher quality than some of the regular narrow shoulder bodies that I've had a look at previously. It's rather heavy. There is a nice sort of skin texture detail throughout the entire thing. It isn't painted, it's just generic plastic, but then again, you won't be seeing the body anyway. Now, of course, you can see there's a hole that goes right through the center, and I'll show you those arc reactors in just a second. Now, you can also see that the legs look a little bit thicker than some of those regular narrow shoulder bodies. We'll have to see how that works with the Tony Stark outfit. Now, the outfit that I'm going to be using is this one right here. It's the Nano Suit by Super MC Toys. You can also get this, I'm pretty sure, from Toys Wonderland as well. That is the outfit I'll be using for my particular body. Now, let's take a look at some of the arc reactors. Now, as you can see, it says I Love You 3000. That's actually the name of this product. So if you are searching for it around on the web or looking at other reviews, that is indeed what they call it. This little piece right here is an instruction manual. It lets you know how to attach the arc reactor to the body, so definitely read up on that. Now, the cool thing about this set, and I didn't know this was actually going to be happening, is that it includes two of these little arc reactor sections. So this slots in to the center of the chest, and it does light up. They already came with the batteries pre-installed, and as you can see, they do have two of them. Now, it does have a little button on the back there, which doubles as a piece to be used to pull this out of the body, so you get two of those, and of course, you get a bunch of arc reactors as well. So you get the Mark 51. This technically looks like the Mark 1 arc reactor, very straightforward and very simple, and then this one right here looks like the newer Mark 6 design. So depending on which version of Tony you are going for, you can decide which arc reactor you'd like to use. Now, in conjunction with the body itself, it comes with a bunch of bits and pieces, including hands that you can use with the body. These hands, though, they look a bit rubbish. They aren't painted very nicely. We may as well take a look at one. They are very basic. They're not really that good in terms of the paintwork. In fact, as I said, they're not painted at all. They're just waxy plastic. They look kind of rubbish. You'll have to use proper 1/6 scale hands that I'm sure you can get off eBay, or if you have a bunch of other figures lying around, you can use their hands. Either way, what we're going to do now is get the body all outfitted up with the suit and, of course, the Tony Stark head sculpt that comes with the Mark 50, and we'll take a closer look. And here we have the Tony Stark outfit set on the body, and I have to say, the outfit looks absolutely awesome. It fits a lot nicer than some of the previous narrow shoulder bodies I've had for this particular outfit. First of all, look at that head sculpt. It sits on the neck perfectly. You don't have to have any adapters or anything to get it sitting up a little bit higher, because for anyone who's used a newer 1/6 scale Hot Toys head sculpt, be it Tony Stark, the Chris Evans, Steve Rogers head sculpt, anything like that, when you put it on a generic narrow shoulder body, because the neck peg is actually a little bit smaller, it sits down really low and it makes it look like they have no neck. This one doesn't have that issue, so even if you're doing some other type of 1/6 scale custom, doesn't have to be Tony Stark, and you don't want to use that arc reactor feature, you might be able to use that for something else, then you could definitely get one of these bodies. This is some of the nicest work I've seen on a 1/6 scale body that's just a generic style piece. Now, looking at the arc reactor itself, basically how it works is this front sort of facade piece pegs onto a piece on the back, then you push it into the hole in the chest, and of course you can push the light in the back to have the light on the arc reactor work really nicely. This looks absolutely awesome compared to the Super MC Toys arc reactor. This one is sculpted really nicely, but that light up effect is really what you want when you have a Tony Stark figure. And of course you can pull out that central core at any time and change the batteries. That is something that I really do appreciate, and I wish Hot Toys would do themselves. Now, in terms of the fit and finish of the rest of the body and how the outfit looks on there, it fits really nicely. The pants aren't too long. The legs, as I said, are a little bit chunkier, so it fills out the actual legs really nicely. Overall, I'm very impressed with the way this looks. Just wrapping up on the 1/6 scale body with, of course, the arc reactor in the middle. I am really impressed. I'm sure to nobody's surprise throughout the course of this video, I've told you how much I like this body. Not only is it perfect for your Tony Stark customs, and not a lot of bodies are. I have struggled time and time again. I've been ordering bodies online. The actual neck pegs on the bodies themselves are just too darn short. So when you pop the Tony Stark head sculpt on, as I said, it looks like it has no neck. This one doesn't have that problem. It solves that issue, and I'm sure it'll solve that issue for a lot of other customs, even if they're not Tony Stark. But as a Tony Stark figure, I love this piece. It comes together really nicely. I love the light up effect. Obviously, that's the one key feature of this set, and it works flawlessly. The fact that I got 2 arc reactors with this as well, I really do appreciate. Now, don't forget, when you are purchasing this, it is an unlicensed third-party product. That means the company who are making this don't hold the intellectual property rights to the character of Iron Man, or actually any of the rights from Marvel Studios themselves, so just bear that in mind. I did purchase mine from toyswonderland.com, and there is a link in the description below just for your reference, so check them out if that's something you'd like to do. Also check out the link to 6 Scale Network, the brand new awesome Facebook group. Come along, chat figures, share photos of your collection, and see what's coming up next on the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.